Man, welcome back to another episode of the Think Successfully Room. This is a platform where we focus on building mindsets, we building character, bringing value to both you and your people, and aligning your body with your intelligence. I'm your host, QB So effing amazing, and this is my guy Blaqamore. Man, appreciate you for hopping on, brother. How you feeling?
I'm all right, man.
Yeah, we
I'm quite
we
all
just had
right.
a little hiccup. We trying to keep that as natural as possible, man. We had a
Yeah.
man, bro. Man, today's episode is about energy vampires, man. And just to start this off, I want to do a little vampire test, right? So let's say you was talking to someone, right? And you said something along the lines of, I'm tired, right? And they respond with, oh, you tired, man. Try being me. Right. That's
Mm,
that's a prime example of an energy vampire simply because they have figured out a way to take that situation and make it about themselves. Right. So
mhm.
before we get into this, further in this episode, I just want to go down the list of different vampires. Right. So the first is the victim. Right. This is the poor me attitude. Right. These type believe that the world is against them, right? They
Mm,
drain your energy by always seeking sympathy,
mm.
and simply just don't want to take responsibility for their life or
Never.
actions. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure we all, but both me and you, then had victims enter our life, right? And don't even realize exactly what they're doing, or don't even realize that they're an energy vampire, right? The second on the list is the narcissist. This is they have a me first mentality. So every conversation, every situation, they try to make it about themselves. The third is the dramatizer, right? They thrive off chaos and crisis, right? So chaos and crisis is what they feel keeps them in the spotlight. So this is why they engage in it, right? Now we have the controller, right? The person who wants to dictate how you feel, and the person who wants to tell you how you should behave. The help seeker is the last. Number five, right? These are the vampires that always enter my life for some reason, right? The vampire who always needs help. The vampire who is desperate for guidance, but consistently refuses to take the guidance because
Mm.
they would rather utilize your resource, right? So, excuse me. I want to ask you this question, bro. Is that what is a boundary you had to set that felt harsh, but it was necessary?
Man, that shit don't ever feel harsh when I set that boundary. 'Cause I'm gonna tell you this. I don't
Yeah,
play about my energy. My whole outlook and philosophy on life is trying to get high without actually using drugs.
right.
So anything or anybody that compromises that, Can't
It's
I
time to go.
can't do it, won't do it. Can't
Yeah.
do it, won't do it. And I mean, like I said before, I just train people how to deal with me.
Mm,
I won't necessarily tell them ain't nothing to say because they are who they are anyway. So me saying something likely won't change them.
right,
So
right.
they either for my circle or they ain't.
And I want to answer that question as well, man. So I want to reference that book, Becoming Supernatural, by Dr. Joe Dispenza, and he talks a lot about the electromagnetic field, which is pretty much a ball of energy that surrounds you, right? So when you have energy vampires that enters your proximity, they pull from that energy, they suck that energy, and that
Mhm.
electromagnetic field it shrinks, it becomes smaller. And when it depletes so much, you will enter a state of depression. You will enter a stress. Every all the energy that you need to accomplish the things that you need to accomplish in life is gone because of the vampires that have took from it. Right. So what you have to do, you gotta push them back. You gotta stiff arm them. You know what I'm saying? In some cases you gotta cut them off completely. Right. Get them out of your proximity so that your energy can replenish, right? So this is extremely important, right? Um, so I would say most energy vampires don't know that they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Some do, but in most cases they don't. And this is just because they act out of like just a need for validation, you know what I'm saying, attention, and
Mhm.
it has something to do with just emotional regulation. So they really just lack the self-awareness as far as their impact to others. You know what I'm saying? So bro, how do you feel about disengaging? Like how like when it comes to disengaging, like how do you do that without ghosting? Like especially with family, because that's a big one.
Who said I don't ghost? Well, really, I mean, honestly, I believe in. So, like you mentioned, the electromagnetic field, and it's like an energy we all have. And when you are intense enough in your energy, it the other people energy ain't even compatible. It can't come around you without some type of friction. They won't even feel comfortable around you. You know
Right,
what I'm
right.
saying? And the best I could do is just live my life like that. Like for an example, that may be a little more obvious. Like like somebody who just found Jesus the other day, so they may be super religious and super enthusiastic. The
Yeah.
average the average person don't want to hear that, so they're not gonna come around them. But they will
Mhm.
attract other aspiring Christians, perhaps, because
Yeah.
that's the type of energy they own, and it's so intense in the moment. I am too optimistic on life to attract pessimism that sustains itself. It
Mm,
can't live in my energy field.
right, right. And that's a big one, man. I think I would say for me, man, I don't necessarily have the intentions on ghosting someone. I would say they more so ghost me, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because they feel like I'm not there for them the way that they want me to be there. But I be trying to explain to people, and sometimes you just can't explain it to them. They just don't want to hear it. I'm one person, man. You know what I'm saying? My priority is to keep my household and my family in order. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I don't wake up on an everyday basis on, oh, who I'm finna help today. Like that's just not,
Mhm.
and it get to a point to where if I feel like, okay, you getting too comfortable with my time, or I'm making myself too accessible, I probably just won't answer your call, or my shit going on, I'm cutting my phone off. You know what I'm saying? So now they curious of, oh, why I can't reach out to him. I need help with this and I need help with that. And my question to you as a grown as adult, like for real, why do you feel like as an adult someone is obligated to help you with your bill,
Mhm.
whether that's rent, utilities, car notes, and you're comfortable with allowing your problems and your burdens to become somebody else's problems and somebody else's burdens. So
Yeah.
like, oh, my fault. Go ahead, Brody.
No, no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I if you have someone that's a help seeker vampire in your life, don't feel bad about cutting these type of people off. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if it's your mama, man. Like you, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like it's okay. Don't get me wrong. It's okay to help your parents. I ain't trying to say it like that. But in some cases, your parents, they try to take advantage of the fact that, oh, this is my child, they gonna help me whenever I need it. Like, nah, listen, we got to get an understanding on something. It's like, man, I'm cool with helping you, but I at least want you to. I don't want to cripple you though. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
look, if you absolutely need my help, I'm there. But like when something hits the fan, don't just sit here and say, "Oh, I'm finna just call him," and you didn't even take the time to think about it for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I strongly believe, and maybe it's because I'm a Libra. Like I believe in balance. I believe in the laws of my odds.
Oh
And
yeah, absolutely. Fire.
it, yeah, so like I remember I've had people ask me to borrow large lump sums of money.
Oh my
So
god.
large, I'm like, I wonder, what do you really think of me? Do you think I'm that rich? But
Yeah.
I got a pretty standard rule when it comes to lending out money. And it's to go and ask Chase or American Express or Capital One first. And if they won't give you money, then why should I?
Yeah. That's fire, bro. That's fire. Yeah. If the bank don't trust you, why the fuck would I trust
That's what I did. When I needed
you?
money, I went to the bank.
Yeah, that is fire. Cause that's true, man. That what that's saying is if the bank don't loan you money, they know you're not finna pay it back simply because of your track record or your background.
Mhm.
Another rule of thumb too, though, is like when we have a help seeker in our proximity, we have to stop and ask ourselves, like, okay, if the tables was turned, if it was the other way around, would they be able to reciprocate that same energy? If I really
Yeah.
needed help, would I be able to go to them and ask for help? And if the answer is no, then I probably shouldn't be giving it to them.
Yeah, and how I go about it, it don't even have to be monetary. It's just an exchange in value. Maybe the
Yeah,
value ain't monetary. Maybe they look out some other way. It could be just purely feeling. Who knows? But it has to be some type of usefulness at all times.
right,
At
absolutely.
all times.
So, I would say, bro, do you feel like there's a difference between venting, and vampirism? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's like, do you feel like it's a difference between that?
Uh, Vampirism is venting about the same thing more than once. That's probably what I'll say. Especially if it's to the same person. Maybe you gotta get your shit off to this person, and then this person ain't here, and they might have another perspective. Cool. But when
Yeah,
you vent to the same person about the same, well, I'll give you 2 times. For more than 2 times,
yeah,
it becomes something else, because the thing is, all of us, good, whether it's a good one or a bad one, we all live in a trance.
hmm,
And when you find yourself venting about the same negative shit over and over, you are in a trance. So if you're this person's friend, you care about them, you have to help break them out the trance. And part of how you do that is stop fucking listening to them,
yeah,
or remind them. You told me this shit like 3, 4 times already, right? Or is there anything you can do? You got to help break them out the trance. Like we all
yeah.
hypnotized. I'm in my trance of how I see the world. And trances create blind spots. They don't know. None of us know the trance we're in sometimes. Um, you gotta break them out of it, because then it rubs off on you. Emotions is contagious.
It is, man, and man, bro, and I felt it, man. I know exactly how that feels, man. It drains you. It drains you to know that you have worked so hard for something to protect the things you have, to just have this level of energy, just to be on this positive like pedestal, you know what I'm saying? And to have somebody come in and just completely strip that away from you because they just want to take, but give nothing in return, man. That's very draining. And man, bro, I think we have to do a better job with figuring out a way to pivot, right? Because there's been times where um let's say you talking to someone, right? And they could come in this form too. They may call you and they'll probably give you a little pity conversation, but they working you up before they go into asking for something.
Oh yeah.
You know
Boy, I nipped that so quick. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
so you'll be on the phone for about 10 minutes before they go into asking you for something. But you just sitting there, you ain't even saying nothing, you just listening. And oh yeah, I hate to even come at you like this, and
If
that's
you
how they
hate it, then
end that
don't
shit.
do it. God damn
Yeah,
it.
well,
That's not
yeah,
how shit.
shit, you shouldn't have picked up the phone, man, because I hate to hurt your feelings, man. Shit, I ain't got it. Yeah. Well, motherfuckers say, yeah, I hate to come at you like this, but I need help with that, man. Listen, bro, you might as well not had even took the
Yeah.
time to go in your call log, your contacts, and hit on my, you know what I'm saying, and then call me, man, because in 2026, it's okay to hurt. I ain't gonna say hurt people feelings, but it's okay to tell people no, man. And I created a little small video about this a couple days ago. It's like, man, when you say yeah to somebody all the time, you are ultimately saying no to yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be selfish
And
at
to
some,
them.
Yeah. Definitely to the and it's okay to be selfish, man. Especially if you somebody that has helped in the beginning, but now it's like they have got comfortable with you constantly being accessible to them. So every
Mhm.
time something hits the fan, they instead of them using they brain power to get themselves out the situation, they much rather call you.
Yeah.
So oh my fault. Go ahead, Brody.
I was gonna say, fortunately, I haven't dealt with those vampires in a long time. Those type of vampires, I should say.
Yeah.
As far and it's probably because, like I said, I don't. Hey, there's Chase, there's Navy Federal, there's American Express. I put out content on how to develop relationships with these institutions so you can get the
Yeah.
money. Like it's no excuse. And then like how you say when you say yes to them all the time, you're saying no to yourself, and you're also saying no to their fullest potential.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, luckily those ain't. I don't. Mm-mm, zero
So
tolerance for that time.
my fault, bro, for cutting you off, but I do want to know: have you ever like have this shit ever ruined a relationship with a relative? Like, is it like to this day? Do you have relatives you don't speak to because of you probably just had to cut ties with that person, or maybe they got upset with you that you couldn't be there for them and they stopped talking to you?
Uh, not necessarily. Um, if I do have any strained relationships with family members or friends for that matter, they probably felt like they needed some type of help or support from me. Not necessarily with money, but just in some way. If I didn't give it to them, it's probably I wouldn't even say it's because they like didn't deserve it. So I probably just didn't feel like I was able to in that way. Like I'm not the most emotionally supportive person. It's
Yeah,
because it would, and I don't even want to put them in this because then it's like I'm calling them energy vampires, even though my energy may feel drained, but I don't feel like they're necessarily in the wrong for what they was needing at the time.
right,
I'm
right,
just not equipped for that specific job.
right.
That's
Yeah,
probably the closest I got in those situations.
man, bro. So now I kind of want to flip the script a little. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of flip this. Now it's kind of like let's flip the mirror a little bit, man.
Hmm.
Have you ever been in a situation where you felt like you was a vampire? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel like there has been situations where you might dominate a conversation, rarely ask a follow-up question, or maybe just use trauma as currency against somebody else?
Not that I'm aware of, but I'm sure it happens because it's because I'm human.
Yeah.
Where the the specific parts, I'm not certain. Uh, I'm sure it's happened though. I just wouldn't know. That's one of my biggest flaws specifically. Is I
Mm.
don't. My biggest flaw is I'm not aware of any of my flaws. I really believe I'm perfect, but I know I'm not. But I
Yeah.
believe I am. Just being
Man,
honest.
man, I'm trying to at the when I put this together, man, and I'm trying to figure out like what time I would say this is what I need to work on, man. Like you said, man, we all human, bro, and I'm not even sure what category you would place this under. It's not in a controlling way. It's not in a but I have this mindset of if you're not doing better than me, I don't have shit to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of mindset I got. Like, you know, but sometimes people, especially if it's somebody that I help all the time and they try to come off like I owe them something and I know I do enough already. So it's times where I break character and I break them down mentally as
Mm,
far as like you haven't contribute like you're not doing if you're not doing more than me or better than me in life, I don't have nothing to listen to. You know what I'm saying? But in some cases, when they get disrespectful, I get disrespectful back, and a lot of that is okay. I'm giving them too much of my energy, and that's something I need to work on. You know what I'm saying? I don't even, but I'm trying to figure out a way. Like, what am I? I'm trying to. identify, like, am I doing something wrong, or is it them doing something wrong? Is they provoking me, or am I just hitting below the belt? I'm not sure what category to place that under, but um I feel like I need to do a better job at when somebody pushes me to that limit to not feed into it, because I don't like I don't like the feeling of breaking somebody down mentally, but the way that they come at me provokes me to come back at them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Um,
mm.
especially if it's somebody I'm going toe to toe with, and I know you ain't fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? And I know this, but I don't like the feeling of having to mentally break you down for you to understand that, to the point to where I just hurt your feelings because I made you feel like you not this and you not that. When really, even though I'm saying it in a disrespectful way, I'm telling you this because you don't have nobody else around you that's being honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm disrespect, even though I can hit below the belt, I want you to understand the type of person you is, but not because I'm trying to say, look, you not shit, but I want you to take that and try to make a difference. You know what I'm saying? And well, go ahead, Brody.
I was gonna say, niggas like you is what drive me because oh, I try to look at my life and like imagine myself in those type of back and forth, and I can't. I don't want a nigga like you to have that type of ammo to say about me. Like, like what can you say about me? I try to cover all bases.
That- and that's the thing, bro. Like a motherfucker, especially if I'm going toe to toe with somebody that I know don't have ammo against me, but I got a damn near a gun. I got a bag full of shit I can say. You ain't got nothing against me, and they just sitting here taking it. They just sitting there taking that
Ooh,
shit.
yeah,
But it's kind of like
yeah,
the
my
shit is fucked up when you got somebody that's in a like I don't give a fuck type of mood right now, and they saying any and everything about you that's forcing you to know the type of person you are. You ain't got no
mm.
choice but to leave this motherfucker crying or pounding this shit. Cause I done just went in. You know what I'm saying? And in some cases, bro, I'm like, okay, maybe I should keep my words by myself. Cause I just gave they ass a Terrence Crawford punch. You know? Yeah,
Oh man.
they ass be hurt, man, and it's kind of like, oh man, you talk to me however you want to, man, bro. I'm not trying to. It's just, man, stop provoking me, man, because it's like I know what I contribute to people around me, bro. So don't try to come at me like I just don't do, like I'm not doing nothing or I'm not on nothing. Because the what makes me who I am is that, like, my life is very discreet. Like, it ain't too many people that can just say what they want to say about me. But when people talk to me, they run their mouth too much. You know what I'm saying? So they done told their whole life and I ain't said nothing. So it's like, okay, I'm going ahead and bag that just in case I need
Nah, come on, man. Put that bag up, man. You don't need that bag.
Yeah, man. So yeah, bro, I'm not I'm not really sure where to put myself on that scale. I'm not really sure if I'm considered a vampire, where I'm, because because when I'm done talking, they definitely be depleted. They energy be gone in some way. I'm not really sure what to label myself though, but I do need to work on. And this is just a segment of reflection. You know what I'm saying? Just
Mhm.
just just critiquing myself. I need to work on not giving that type of energy to people. You know what I'm saying? Because it be some things that I don't have to say, but I say it anyway.
Mm.
And sometimes it don't even be necessary. It just be like, okay, you want to play,
God
so man, let's check this
damn it,
out.
QB. You know, ill nigga, man.
That's where niggas fuck up. They talk too much, man. Just keep your business to yourself, man.
Oh, you cold-blooded, man. Oh,
Shit.
man.
Man, so man, bro, so I got a challenge for the audience, man, and I think this will be a challenge that'll be useful for us too. Is that, so this, let's just say it's on day one, right? This is called, we're gonna call this spot the drain. So notice one interaction that left you drained on that day, right? This can be a text, it could be a call, maybe even a family moment, and you just being honest with yourself, no judgment. That okay, yeah, that took something, right? So day two, now we gonna name the type, right? So now I want you to take what from day one and label, okay, what type of vampire is this? Right? Like what type of vampire just emotionally hijacked, right? So on day three, now we're going to claim your boundary. You right? Pick one boundary. This can be ending a conversation. This can, leaving a group chat. Even telling somebody, look, I can't talk about this right now. Right now, day four, we gonna take day four to recharge your vibe. This is you replenishing your energy. Right. And this can you can refill your energy doing what you enjoy doing. This can be a walk. This can be listening to music, maybe even sitting in silence, maybe even counting to, 90 seconds, whatever that is. Right. And then on day five, I want you to reflect. Right. How did this process make you feel? And jot that down in the journal. And just make this an exercise to protect your energy from these incoming vampires, because they gonna come in different forms throughout life, but it's all about how you react and how you move to protect your energy.
Yes, sir. Gotta
Yeah,
protect your energy.
yeah, that
'Cause
that is.
I've been thinking, not a good job, but I still been thinking about your question about is have we been vampires? I've been really reflecting.
Yeah, it's something to think about, bro, because I know at some point I have drained somebody's energy in some way at some point. It's just that's one of them things we really got to sit and think like, damn.
I'm sure it's been, especially in the past, more than recent, I would imagine. But I also I realize when people have a problem with me, I'm usually in the dark of where it came from,
Mm,
like
mm.
all the time. And well, I'll probably bring that up off camera, but I don't, I don't, I don't know. It's like just like how I'm not aware of my flaws, I don't be aware of. Like I'll be like, damn, what the fuck did I do? But to everybody else, it'd be obvious, but I don't be knowing.
Yeah, see, that's that. If you can, bro, give me an example of what everybody else see, but you can't see it.
Let me see. Let me think of something recent. Uh, I don't. I mean, it's all similar. It's usually in my mind we'd be cool, and then something switches, and it's like I don't know. It's just like they don't fuck with me. Like I can't think of nothing. The examples I could think of is like way back in high school, so I can't even remember like details.
Hmm.
More recently in my life, it'll be like with my woman or something. But I don't know how common that is with just men and women, men and women in general, or if it's
Yeah,
something specific with me. What did I do? But yeah, it's usually something like that. I would just inherit some attitude, and I don't know what I did
to the
to
gutter,
invest in such. Yeah.
man. I think that's more so them not communicating the shit though. Like instead of them like saying, "Look, Blaqamore, I don't like this, bro. I don't like that." They expect you to just know that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you moving, because like, let's be honest, like life is just it's going, man. So we not thinking about everything that we doing wrong or how our actions may be affecting somebody. So I feel like that's on that person to communicate to me or you, like, man, listen, I don't like how you been moving or acting lately. And it's been making me feel such and such. Then now, okay, maybe we could change. I could see if they came to us and we still continue to move after they just said something about it. But it's like, yeah, I think sometimes people just expect you to just read their mind sometime, and it don't work like that.
um.
Yeah, it's like, man, I'm not no
Yep.
mind reader, man. It's like, man, listen, you got to be verbal with me. Like, you got to tell me, man, if I'm doing something wrong, you got to tell me. Like, cause I'm like you said, like I don't know how to support people emotionally either, though. It's like I don't know, because that's not how I was raised, and a lot of times people try to say, "Oh, you could change that," but you got to understand this is how we probably was raised from kids to, and then we carried that into adulthood. You know what I'm saying? This is how our parents raised us. So it's like, even if I wanted to emotionally support you, I don't know how. You know what I'm saying? And yeah,
I'm
I
not
just
even sure what that means. What does
yeah,
that
I don't
mean?
I don't even know what it means, but they'll say some shit like, yeah, I don't feel like you support me emotionally. It's like, man, listen, I don't know a lot of times I don't even know what to say for real. You know what I'm saying? Don't know what to say. You want me to give you a hug? Like, I don't. The hug don't even be genuine for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man,
Oh man.
I'm like, damn, man. And it's kind of fucked up because it's like, especially if you in a relationship, I'm like, damn, this gonna put me in a bad place when she come across somebody that know how to be emotionally supportive.
A relationship is that's probably the most fascinating, adventurous thing that one can do. It's the
Yeah,
one thing you'll never master it. It keeps you engaged. There's always a challenge to solve. It's like the greatest puzzle ever.
yeah,
Enjoy it. It's great. It's great. And for what it's worth,
yeah.
my sentiments aren't reflective of my current relationship. I'm thinking back of previous things with previous women.
Uh,
Everything's cool with me currently. But I've I've discovered a lot, we'll say.
mm,
Because relationships is hard, man. I kind of relationships are hard.
they are, man. They
I don't
are.
think there's nothing harder. I will never forget. I remember Jay-Z saying that being in a relationship with Beyonce is the hardest thing he ever had to do. And I said, this nigga that made over $100 million from Marcy Projects, and this is the hardest shit you had to do?
Man, that
Wow.
and I'm curious of why he said that. I ain't see. I don't know if that was on the interview or what, but I'm curious on why he said that's the hardest thing he had to do. Is it because it's Beyonce, or the shit you had to keep up with when that come along with Beyonce?
It sounded like to me. It sounded like it was no different than a common normal relationship. I don't think it was specific to their lifestyle. We just made it sound like the natural dynamics between a man and a woman being together. That was like the sentiment at the time.
Man, to me, I felt like Jay-Z. I'm like, damn, bro, you won in life, man. You got Beyonce, yeah, you won, man. Uh, yeah, bro. I think that was a very. I wanted to, I try my best to make these educational, man. So definitely by sharing our personal experiences, and then that little exercise that they can go back and rewind, rewatch it and write it down, and I
Hmm.
think I think that's a start to protecting your energy, right? Because the matter of the fact is, as we just mentioned, you gonna deal with these type of people in different forms. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
They gonna come in and out your life, and you have to move accordingly because their job is to pull your energy from you. So man, bro, is it anything you want to add, bro?
I would just add, not only will you encounter these people, you probably have been or will be that person to somebody else. So we got to be
Yeah.
self-aware.
Yeah, definitely self-awareness is big because that's why we just took a moment to reflect a little bit to see if we were considered a vampire at some point.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, bro, I think, man, bro, we as long as y'all follow my guy Blaqamore, IG information is in the description. My IG information is in the description. We're gonna do our best to keep y'all updated on this content and keep y'all informed and try to make it educational. Yeah, so make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel, y'all. Life is good. Life is wonderful. Be blessed to be alive. Self-sufficiency is how you survive. To the kings and queens, to the guys and goddess forever and always. Think successfully. Excellent.